Tonight is the first free evening I've had in a while. I thought I'd take the opportunity to do some cooking, some meal prep for the week ahead. Lord knows it saves me a ton of money and time. I kind of need to because I'll be throwing away a ton of the food I bought since the last time I did this. I bought this nut grain trail mix at Tractor Supply for a tenth the price that you would buy at the grocery store. The catch is it's marketed as a bird seed, which apparently you're not supposed to eat. A lot of people found the concept abhorrent. So I thought tonight I would be returning it to nature. I rarely cave to peer pressure. I'm just sick of the comments. Let's give it to some animals. I'm at a park here called Farm Pond in Framingham. Let's see if the squirrels and the birds enjoy it as much as I did. They say X marks the spot. This looks like as good a spot as any. I'm gonna pour it out right here. This is marketed under the brand Royal Wings. It's de-shelled. It contains something like 9 or 10 different types of nuts. All delicious stuff. I'm gonna give it back to the squirrels right now, but I wanna show you guys some of the stuff in this. I think the fact that it's marketed as bird seed gives people ideas that there's something alien about this food. There really isn't. Let's see, we have some, these are almonds right here. Can you see that? That's an almond. We have lots of cashews. These little things, you know, from the shell. Lots of cornmeal in here. This is a big, I don't know if this is an almond or maybe something even bigger than that. Pecan, I guess. What else we got? We got some walnuts right here. A walnut. The point is, this was all delicious stuff that's also sold as trail mix if you buy at the grocery store. But tonight, it's for the birds. I let that time lapse go for a while. I didn't see a single animal come through. Maybe because it has no scent, or maybe because there are no animals here. This is kind of an urban park. It's called Farm Pond in Framingham. I came here because there's both an Aldi and a Market Basket and a Trader Joe's all within a few minutes drive. I don't think I'm gonna do the cooking tonight because it's so late already. I do have to work in the morning. I think I'm gonna hit that Trader Joe's, get a meal for tonight, and the cooking marathon will have to come tomorrow night. Trader Joe's might be a little pricey. They're kind of average price as far as grocery stores go, but they have one thing that I can't find anywhere else. Oh no, no. They usually have a rosemary chicken here. They're all out. I guess it's that popular. But they have this new chili lime chicken. I'll give that a try. They also have this vegetable stir-fry mix right here. This stuff is the best. One thing Trader Joe's doesn't do well, though, is their water. Yeah, the gallon, it's reasonably priced, but I can't stand the bottle. It requires a two-handed pour. Just a pet peeve of mine, but I was low on water. Now I gotta do a long late-night drive. I want to be way in Western Mass in the morning. I got about 3 hours to go. I'm suddenly very tired. 26, 28, 29, 30. Oh. Yeah, I got to a Western Mass just fine last night. I went out like a light. I did not record anything. I was really tired, I guess. But I got through today. You know, I couldn't stop thinking about how no animals came when I did that time lapse of the bird seed last night when I dumped it out. I actually did that time lapse for like 45 minutes. Not a single animal came by. I kind of feel like let down, you know, like stabbed in the back by nature. I don't know, I have complex feelings about it. I thought I might actually go buy more bird seed and try that again tonight. Where I want to go to get groceries, Aldi's, there's a Tractor Supply right next door. When I woke up this morning, it was 27. Now it's 67. It is so nice outside. I think tonight's going to be the first time I cook where it isn't like freezing ass cold outside. I can have my windows open, which will definitely be great for moisture. Right now, I'm gonna stop at the Real Cabela's, get some water, a beverage, maybe a coffee. I'm gonna pass on the coffee because I think I'm gonna do my cooking at the Applebee's, where there's a Home Depot and 3 Starbucks. This is a terrible angle. The clerk is looking at me. Sorry about that. I try to experiment with my camera angles all the time, so it's not always just me sitting in the driver's seat like this. The audio is the best in here though. Anyways, I thought I would do my stealth camping in the woods tonight. I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, I want to camp in the woods tonight, not in a parking lot. For the first time of 2025, the weather is beautiful. I think I might do the cooking first and then go check out a spot. That might be in the dark, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, they sell 2 bananas for $1 now at the Real Cabela's. I wonder if they did that in response to me. This is what I come to Aldi's for, this garlic and herb chicken. Somehow cheaper than the unseasoned chicken. It's so good here. Also some tuna steaks and some pork tenderloins to round out my meat choices. For veggies, I also stick to frozen foods. A couple things of asparagus. Very limited selection of frozen foods in this Aldi today. I don't know why. I mostly got corn and little mixed peas and stuff like that. I did have to buy some fresh vegetables just to fill out the mix. I got some green onions, which I love, and of course my Brussels sprouts. Even with the fresh food, this all came out to just $37, which is an incredible price. I also have that bonus banana from the Real Cabela's. I thought I'd try cooking this in the mix somewhere. Not sure with what, but should be fun. Before I leave though, I want to go to this Tractor Supply over here, check out their birdseed mix one last time. This is the trail mix that I got the birds last time. This Royal Wings brand, de-shelled stuff. Yeah, this is great. If I were a bird, I would eat this stuff. So I want to stick to this Royal Wings brand. I'm not going to buy another 11-pound bag if I'm just going to donate it to the wilderness, you know what I mean? But I noticed over here, that same brand, Royal Wing, makes this granola bar looking thing. Nutty's Berries. This looks so good. This looks like something I would take a bite out of. It's only $3.60. So I'll grab one of these, try to do another time lapse of the little critters eating this stuff, so I'll feel better. Even though the weather is beautiful today, we have a ways to go in terms of getting the greenery around here in the Berkshires. All the trees are still bare. You can see it on the mountains over here. I want those mountains to be green or purple or whatever color they're supposed to be. Not that right now, but I'm gonna go over to my favorite spot, that Applebee's, do all my cooking. It's actually way later than I thought. It's 7:30 already. It's crazy to me how popular this Applebee's is for a place that just sells bland, reheated food. I guess they have their audience. That Starbucks over there was already closed. Yeah, I can't believe it's after 7:30 now. It still feels like the middle of the day. But there is another Starbucks over here as a backup, and a third over in that grocery store as a second backup. Thank you. Yes, I did get 2 lattes to go tonight. I'll probably be up all night, but that's fine. It's a Friday night. I got my setup going. I love this Cabela's cooktop so much. It's just like so much fun unfolding it. I got my pork tenderloins going. I'm using a new spice rub my mother gave me as a present in New York. It's called a Korean style gochugaru style Korean seasoning mix. I don't know, has anyone ever heard of this stuff? It smells delicious, like a Korean barbecue, I guess is what it is. So I will just throw those in there. I thought I'd throw at least 1 bag of the green onions, just kind of mix that up just for flavor. I'm trying to not use as much salt as I used to before. As for my rice lentil mix, I thought I'd throw in the rest of that banana, that second bonus one I got from the Rio Cabela's. Just throw it in there, let it all melt and congeal, or whatever it is a banana does. I'm not throwing any oil or salt in that either. Just gonna let it boil like that. Right now, the most stressful part of the evening, turning this on, making sure it does not explode. Now, let's make sure I hear the hiss. This button here is supposed to be a starter. Light it with a little spark. I notice it doesn't work. Oh, Jesus. That is not good. Alright, did you guys see that? The thing freaking exploded. Yeah, I've got a problem with this Cabela's burner cooktop. This button right here, it stopped working after like the first time. I have to stick my lighter in there. Let's just make sure there's no lingering flames shooting around. I don't like having to light it this way. Alright, there we go. That's much more controlled. Did I get that explosion on camera? Because that'll be great work. Yeah, alright. I'm going to let that cook for a while and down one of these lattes. I let those pork tenderloins and pretty much everything cool on the cutting board before bagging it, just so there's no like melted plastic or anything. And I threw a whole bunch of mixed vegetables in for the next big wok style meal. I realized it ultimately doesn't matter what order I cook stuff in. It takes the same amount of time either way. The whole thing takes like 3 hours. It used to take more than that before I got the second burner. But yeah, I am good to go. I'm having a nice time right here. There's still some blue hour light. I miss doing this. I'm getting my next mix of vegetables going, and I notice how huge these Brussels sprouts are. They're just insanely big. Like, I have to cut them into thirds or even quarters. Never had to go that far before. I got everything cooked. The chicken was the last stuff I cooked. Kind of burnt it a little bit just to be on the safe side with that chicken. I got 10 bags of food out of this. 10 delicious bags of food. All for $37. It's just a crazy amount of money you save doing this. I'll have one of them tonight, the tuna with that banana flavored rice. I'm wondering if I'm the person who invented that. I did taste test it. It tasted great. Right now, I gotta clean everything up. One difference between cooking at my apartment versus cooking in a van, I could just like throw stuff in the sink and leave it overnight until the next day to deal with it when I lived in an apartment. I can't do that in a van. I may need to leave first thing in the morning, or I might need to leave like within a couple of minutes, you know. I can't have a mess laying around. I'm gonna do a deep clean right here. It's just part of the whole process. I'm actually glad this Applebee's is as popular as it is. There's a few, like 3 dozen cars here, and it's 5 minutes to midnight. I'm gonna try to run over to this grocery store over here, get another gallon of water. I'm running kind of low. And then I think I'm gonna try to sleep in the woods tonight down one of my old logging roads. But let's get the water situation taken care of first. This night went a lot later than expected, but water is something I do not mess around with. I like to have at least a gallon in my van. At any one time, I get thirsty during the night. So let's get out of here. It's gonna be a late night. I haven't been to this spot since I think October, maybe even November of last year, which is 6 months ago. I can't believe it's been that long. Literally half a year. That's how long winters last here. This is kind of in the mountains. It gets snowed in. It might still have some snow there right now. It's kind of in a little hole. It might actually be really muddy. I'm not sure what to expect. This is a dirt road, but so far it's looking pretty clear. I'm not seeing any mud, ice, detritus, or anything. I cannot believe it's been 6 months since I camped out in the woods. This is so much better than parking lots. Yeah, I'm just happy that spring weather is back. Might get up to close to 80 degrees tomorrow, which would be mind-blowing. This was just the longest, coldest, hardest winter. I think, like I said in an earlier video, the coldest winter in 37 years in Massachusetts. And maybe it's finally over. This is a 3-day weekend starting tomorrow. It's Patriots Day weekend. The Boston Marathon. I'm not going to be in Boston for that. I've done that to death. I need to get out of the city during that whole crazy weekend. Tomorrow I'm doing something really cool, which will be my next video, probably. I'm going to see this Cold War era nuclear bunker in a town in Massachusetts here that I honestly is a total mystery to me. I'm very curious about it. Should make an amazing video. We'll see how that goes. Tonight, I'm just gonna have one of those tuna and banana rice meals I cooked up today. Enjoy it and just have a nice, relaxing evening. Listen to the sound of the peepers and, well, pretty much just the peepers. All right, thanks for watching. Whatever this was, a meal prep, stealth camping, I don't know. I'm still getting back in my rhythm after a week in New York City. I'll see you in the next adventure. Peace out.